Let's go.
Doc, you guys were pretty physically dominant, I'd say the first 4 minutes or so, and then it seemed like that tide turned a little bit.
I agree with that. I thought the first 4 minutes, 5 minutes of the game, and then the next, do the math, 43 minutes.
That's right.
I thought, was that good? I thought it was just them. I thought they were the more physical team tonight. I thought they were into their game plan more tonight. I thought they trusted each other more offensively tonight. So it was it's a good lesson for us. I think going into the fourth, I looked up and I think it was a 4-point, 5-point game, and it should have been. We should have been. I felt like we should have been down 15. And then at halftime we were up 5, and I thought we should have been up 15. It was just one of those games. But give them credit. I thought they were the more physical team tonight by far.
Guys not named Kawhi, PG, and Trez combined for, I think, 25 points with 7 guys. Were you a bit surprised to see how close you guys were at the end, considering guys struggled to shoot?
Yeah, we struggled shooting, but give them credit. I thought their defense was part of the reason. I didn't think we had a lot of ball movement today offensively. I thought our offense let us down more than our defense. We made too many defensive mistakes to recover to win a close game. Avery played phenomenal tonight. We messed up coverages at least 5 times. He had shots that he could roll and take a couple of dribbles before he shot it. I thought he was huge. I thought Rondo, that stretch, beginning of the fourth, when Kawhi was off the floor, and also the stretch in the middle of the second when LeBron was off the floor, I thought he was phenomenal for him. So there are a lot of stretches in this game.
For the first 3 quarters of the game, Paul George was best player on the court.
Yeah.
And in the fourth quarter, his only shot came, with 1 minute left. What happened?
Yeah, ball movement again. You can always tell with the shooters. But I just thought the ball stuck tonight for whatever reason. It doesn't happen very often with us, and it hasn't happened. But it did tonight. In some ways, it's probably good for us to see. You got to keep trusting everything you do offensively in each other. And I didn't think we did that well tonight. They clearly, to me, their spacing was better. And they moved the ball better, and I didn't think we did that.
LeBron was hunting that matchup with Lou in the pick and roll so many times in the fourth.
Yeah.
What was your consideration do we put Pat in here? Do we keep Lou?
Yeah, I didn't think Pat was having a great game tonight, honestly. We were down. We needed points. I thought he started it before Lou came on the floor, and then he stayed with it, which they should have. We could have trapped it. We could do a lot of things. But what we were doing wasn't right, and that puts the coach in a tough spot.
Hey, Doc, you're familiar with Avery Bradley and what he brings to the court.
Yeah.
Did any of that surprise you tonight? His toughness, his
No, Avery
agitating?
makes shots. He is. But defensively, no. I thought that was maybe the biggest play of the game. The rip on Pat was a big momentum shift for them. I thought it gave them confidence. And that's what Avery can do.
Montrezl Harrell played, I think, 19 straight minutes in the second half. Do you think he got tired towards the
Yeah,
end
he
of the
could
game?
have. I really think I could have went back with Zub. I didn't think Zub was having a great game, but I thought Zub was really physical tonight. Zub's been fantastic for us. They went small. We didn't like the Zub AD matchup, and so we kept Trez on him.
Doc, what did you see that they did with Kawhi to kind of keep him out from his normal mid-range spots and having AD on him?
They switched a lot. Our spacing was poor. I thought our spacing and our pace, it's the slowest. We get, analytically, we'll get numbers after the game, but that had to be our slowest pace game of the year. Makes or misses. I don't know how many times. I thought I was going to tear my rotator cuff, just trying to get guys to just get up the floor. We were always one guy less in transition, and so I thought that was part of it. With no pace, you can keep anybody off their spots.
Doc, I think coming into tonight, Marcus has shot like 30% from
Yeah.
three since, and he obviously shot the ball so well.
Yeah.
The roles, what he was doing with the Knicks is completely different with what he's doing.
Completely different.
How big of an adjustment is
It's
that?
a big adjustment. He'll get it, but it's going to take time. I talked to him, unfortunately, before the game and told him, just be patient, it's going to happen. It's tough when you go from a place where you're touching the ball probably every possession to, every 5, and usually it's a ball swing for a shot, It's a role that he can do. I have 100% confidence in that, but it takes some getting used to, and he will.
Does that affect, you think, his defense a little bit too
I don't think so, but it could. I mean, who knows? I'm not in his head. When you're not shooting the ball well, it can have an impact on you.
Sham didn't play much tonight. Is there anything you can do more to get more playing time? Is it largely dependent on his scoring?
No, it depends on if I want to play Kawhi or PG more, which I'm probably going to choose them. There's nights that Sham's going to be good for us. It's such a different role for him too, in a lot of ways, because when everybody was injured, I think Sham led our team in minutes played. And now we're healthy, right? And so now Sham's minutes has been cut drastically, and he's going through a little. He's got to get comfortable in his role again. He will again. This is why it's important now. We finally got a healthy team. Guys can get kind of adjusted to their roles, and we can grow from there. And so, like I said before the game, we have a lot of growth, and we're going to keep doing that.
Doc, they kept one of their stars on the floor at all times, which you guys decided not to match. Was that a decision just to keep them fresh for the fourth, or not to show your hand?
We don't have to. Like, our bench is good enough. Tonight it wasn't, but most nights it is. On the nights that we feel it's not, or, we could obviously do the same thing. But we trust our bench probably more. Our bench has been pretty good this year. So it's not like when we do that, we lose points usually. We usually do pretty well.
Doc, you said you thought LeBron's game was phenomenal. What specifically impressed you tonight that you saw that maybe you also haven't seen in the previous matchups?
Well, against us, he got to the basket tonight. That if you let LeBron get to the basket, he's just too good. Not just his scoring, but just the fact that he can pass the basketball. And so he got both tonight. He got to the basket, and he was able to bring guys in and make plays. That for us was on us, but it happened too much. That can't happen.
Doc, did you learn anything about your team from tonight? I mean, obviously you had the 6-game winning streak. And
yeah.
What did you learn from tonight?
Well, you always learn stuff. I mean, I don't know, but you always learn stuff. I'll watch the tape. I probably won't share it with you, but you always learn. You learn in wins and losses. You'd rather learn in wins. It's more enjoyable. To be honest, but no, I saw a lot of things tonight during the game. Ty's my computer, and I load him all game, every game I do it, and I felt like I was talking to Ty way too much tonight about things that we were not doing, things we should do. So, you lose when you do that.
You mentioned the ball movement. You guys had more turnovers than assists tonight. How much, aside from the poor shooting, did that hurt the offense?
Well, I just think, period, that no movement. And forget the turnovers. 13 turnovers is not a lot, right? But when you don't move the ball on top of that, you can't win that game unless you just have an extraordinary night shooting, which we're capable of. But in the long run, I know that's not how we want to play. We're never going to win that way. There's teams that play that way. We're not one of them, but we played that way tonight.
Doc, there's another early game where you guys are a little stagnant, and I mean, what what can you do with that? It's sort of.
I called my owner and I told him, you know what you should do? You should build an arena. And you know what he's doing? He's building an arena.
Right.
Having said that, I got a feeling this game would have been 12:30 anyway because it was more for ABC. But that's such an excuse. Like, I won't use that for our guys. I joke around with it. I hate them, honestly. And we do have way too many of them. But come on, not like tonight. The Lakers just played more physical. They were into it more. They executed more. I mean, they deserved the game tonight. They really did. The fact that we had chances was unbelievable to me. I really thought that they had the better spirit tonight towards the game. And honestly, in the first two, I thought we had the better spirit in it. So we'll see them again. Thanks, guys.